Sketchbook tour, sketchbook 20. So this sketchbook is left unfinished. I probably put that in the title, but I think that will become more evident as to why, like, as the sketchbook goes on. So I'll kind of save getting into like why I didn't finish it for the end. But just a bunch of stickers on the front. I'm not gonna get into who everything's from because there's just like so many. And then these are the ones I got on the back, so that's fun. For my other sketchbooks, I kind of would like keep all the stickers like sort of separated, but then would like decorate around them. This time I just kind of sticker bashed. It was fun. Let's get into it. So I have typically always started my sketchbook with a self-portrait on the first page. That remains true for this one. My next one I changed it up a bit. But I started like writing like when I started it, my goals, my follower tracking, and I was gonna put my ending date here, but because I never technically finished it, I just didn't do that. This is with alcohol markers. Yeah, I mean, alcohol markers and like some fine liners. Nothing super interesting. This, yeah, you can already see. This is the like second page. Because of the marker bleed through, I just put some paper down preemptively and then doodled like my Sona on top of it pretty much. I like this one. The rest are okay. I also like this background detail. Yeah, so this sketchbook was falling apart, and that's kind of like reason number one for why I gave up on it. I learned very, very quickly that this paper in here is just so cheap and thin and awful that it's not gonna hold up to like any materials. Like at 2 a.m. I was trying to think of like making a little like Sona guy. These are not it. You'll kind of see me return to this later in a way that I find more satisfying. And then this was me doing thumbnails for my sketchbook tour thumbnail that my last upload. Again, the pages just kept falling out, the like binding, and this was absolutely ass. These are some Saul Goodman drawings. I don't like this one particularly. In my sketchbook previously, I was doing some studies of Chuck and Kim as well from Better Call Saul, and so I did like a page of all of them together after I had done some more practice with them. This yeah, this sketchbook's not great. Just my roommate left this for me in our room, and so I put it in here. And then these are some more Jimmy and Kim when I thought I was gonna do like an animatic with them, and I like that idea, but I struggled with like the thumbnailing of it and I wasn't having fun anymore, so I was like, okay, I'm done. And then this is like just a little sketch of me, and these were some thumbnails for a digital drawing I did. I'll put that on screen. This is my OC Cash. They have like different variations of their design, sort of like they shapeshift, I guess would be a good way to put it simply. So I was kind of working on like his 1.0, because this is like this version of him where he has like the bangs in front of his face is kind of like his second evolution. I don't know. And then he has a third evolution, which is in my next sketch. I really like this one. My roommate particularly was like, I love this one, and I was like, I like it. You can see a lot of the marker bleed through. This isn't even alcohol markers, this is just like water-based Tombow ones, so that like really speaks to how shitty this paper is. More of me kind of trying to think of his like superhero design. I think I might change this up a bit. I still like this like shirt design. I think that's cool, but he's meant to be more emo, and my roommate, who's a true emo, was like, this is giving alternative, and I was like, fuck, I'll fix it. But this is like his 1.0 and his 2.0. I think that's an easy way to refer to it. This, I was gonna like tape these in and then draw on top of it, and I went, I don't feel like it. And then with this page, I was like, I don't feel like it, so I just kind of moved on. Here I had gone through again June Gustin's art book that they have for Prism, and was looking at how pretty their colors are and went, I need to do some layering with highlighters again. That's very fun. So I did these of Miles. This is his 2.0 version. And then this is a sketch of Cash with his grandma. I think she's like a retired emo baddie, so she has like really like loose old gauges. I think that's fun. Here's a spread of Cash. I adore this page. This might be one of my favorite pages in the sketchbook. I really like layering with highlighters. I think I'm gonna get back into it now that I have finally gotten my hands on a new set. This, I just really like all of these. These are all like photos from Pinterest. I feel like that's pretty obvious, especially from this pose. Really just, I adore it. He is just so, I need this man in a biblical way. Then this is like me returning to that like little like Sona guy thing again, just kind of playing around, and then I was like, wait, I'm going somewhere with this, and then it led to this little guy, and I really like him. I think he's cute. I think this year for Art Fight I'll put him in. Very fun. And then this was me with my friends, like little Sona guy as well, so that was joyous. Some Miles and Cash, this page ripped. I remember my roommate was like flipping through the sketchbook and then this page ripped and he felt bad, and I was like, I wouldn't feel bad if I were you. This sketchbook is absolutely dog shit. But this one, Cash and Miles just like interacting, kind of them. This is them in both of their like 1.0 versions, and I really like this sketch of them. This was like pre me deciding that they were going to be a couple, because like they're kind of based on me and my friend, and I was like, feel weird making them like a couple. And then I was talking to that friend about it, and they're like, I thought they were already gay. And I said, perfect, I have your blessing. So here is June. I was gonna name her Ray, and then I said, I'm not doing that. You'll never guess who she's named after. I really like these doodles of them. I at first had a thing where like they had a crush on each other. That's definitely not a thing anymore. Again, she's based on a different friend, but I just put Yuri so doomed that one of them transition into a man. I really like these sketches of them. I just think she's very cutesy. And then this was for my elementary art education class. We were practicing drawing kindergarten level self-portraits, so I did this, and I just put it in here because I had nowhere else to put it. I adore this drawing of June specifically. She just looks so cute and pretty here. I want to like maybe digitize this and use that for her art fight reference when I finally get around to making all of them. Speaking of June, I really liked these three, and I wished this one like fit into the page better, because I remember I was like here, I was looking at it, I was going, this is so good. Just like these three sketches right here, I want to leave it alone. And then I did this and I fucked it up, so I had to like put in a postcard. It's not the worst. I don't hate it, but I like it more with just these three. Again, another page that completely fell out. This is of me and my roommate. I really like this page. I just think it's nice with the colors and how like we both have little accents of each other's colors in our thing. I think it's fun. And then more just of us interacting. I just think it's fun. Cutesy page. So another reason that the sketchbook was rough and I couldn't finish it. This sketchbook I associate with a lot of rough periods of my life, and this is the start of it, I say. We got back to school after like break, and every time like there's a big transition of like my schedule, I guess, like that, I have a really rough time being like normal. Like it takes me like maybe 6 days for me to be like, okay, I'm back and I'm normal. Especially when it's school, it takes me even longer just because it's so much. Just an overstimulated Hayden thing. And then this was a little comic that I didn't end up finishing, but it was gonna be like, my one friend came up to me and was like, oh, do you like have any plans after class? And I just turned to her and started shaking my head no. I was like, I'm not doing anything. You cannot get my... Some more Cash and Miles. I don't like this Cash, but I like this one. And then these are with some alcohol markers. I like this one more than this one. I think he looks a little fucked up there, but you know, the more of me just being overstimulated. And then I had, because of the marker bleed through, I put down these ramen sticky notes. This was an inside joke from me and my roommate at the time, and just more doodles of me. Lots of just doodles of me here. I really like this one particularly. I think that one came out nice. More of Miles and Cash, sort of like in their 1.0. I just think that they look dorky and I love them and I miss them. Yeah, and I messed up his hand, so I put that there. And then this is kind of like a flipped version of them in like their second form. I took away his gauges, but I'm considering bringing them back. Maybe I'll give him double gauges, because I was like, wait, they both have gauges. They have too much in common, and I'm like, I think maybe I'm just gonna give him double gauges or something. I don't know, or just play around more with his ears, because I like giving him a lot of like parallel, I guess, like double of everything. So I'm a big fan of him. But more Cash, and then this really ugly drawing of Miles. This was me hanging out with some friends, and I really like this spread overall. It's just like, it's kind of simple, but I really enjoy it. This is my friend getting a little kiss from Cash. This is my friend's OC Ray. This is Ray and Cash interacting. He thinks that she's like the most beautiful girl in the world and wants her so bad. She thinks he's disgusting. And then this is another little doodle of Cash. I really like this one. I think that just like, he just looks pretty. And then this is my friend. This was a day where I had gotten done with everything early. I was like, well, now I just have like free reign to just chat about. So I did this little spread, like this drawing quite a bit. This game, I forgot what it's called. And I think my roommate will be mad at me, but he was playing this game and I said, can I come over and draw while you're playing it? And this is Mr. Crawling. I don't remember the name of the game. I'll probably put it on screen. And then this was us being like, why is there no freaky shit in this game? Why? And speaking of like watching games together, we watched playthrough of Silent Hill. That's like my roommate's, one of his favorite like video game series. This is what I did for him. This was a lot of fun. I really like all of these sketches except for like something's off about her arms and her face here, and I don't know what it is, but the rest of these I really like, and I just think that this turned out very nice. I messed up his face, and you can tell because I put a little piece of paper on it, but you know, it's fine. Then I did some doodles on this page of Miles, but like thinking about like him maybe in like early high school, because the story kind of tends to take place in college, I think. So I was playing around with like high school versions of him and June, because they went to high school together. More of playing around with that, kind of thinking of like, because Miles is a very big like self-insert character for me outside of appearance, because just kind of drawing him in like what I wore to my different proms and graduations. So that was fun. I just think I really like this one of him because he looks like so cute, so pretty. He is having a horrible time practicing their faces, drawing my little furry thing guy again. I don't know. This, I really like this spread. I'm not going to get too into it because I could talk about it for way too long, but this is my February Receiptify, and I like put the sticker in here, and then I wrote down like notes about why each song was in there. And I just really like these doodles of my little furry guy. They're just very precious. I think that they're fun. Here I was taking notes in my art education class, and I was doodling around it. So that's fun. This is another page where I go, this was part of my downfall. Some iron lung, because what am I? What am I if not a connoisseur? Bloody Mary has been consuming my life, and you will see that in my next sketchbook when I get around to posting it. This is my ticket stub. This is who my OCs for my other like story universe that I call Mindless Power. Not in this sketchbook like at all, bro. Like they're hardly in here because Miles and Cash kind of took the lead as important. Some Miles with this quote that I was in my art history class, and we were learning like, as you are now, so once was I, as I am now, you soon shall be, which is like a Memento Mori quote. I was like, okay, but make that transgender though. And I think I'm gonna do like a self-portrait with this theme, like one like of me pre-T and one of me like once I've reached my peak transition. I don't know. And then more Miles. I'm a big fan of him. He makes me very happy. Some Kate again. I think this is like the last Mindless Power OCs that I draw. It's fine. I like Kate. I've designed her on the channel, and then me doodling me. I was having such a good time. This was my teacher. I just was drawing her because I was bored. And then I doodled more of me, my friend's OC. This, I was thinking of like food, monsters. Like I was trying to think of like some sort of like horror idea that involved food. But this was like Ice Cream Man from I Saw the TV Glow, and then this is like this burger spider. I couldn't like think of many things, and when I tried to look stuff up online, it was like not pulling up what I wanted it to. I really like it. I really like this drawing of Miles too. I like his hoodie a lot there. So this page, some critique notes. Miles, me, Miles, Cash. I really like this Cash. I freehanded this hand. I'm so goated. And I really like this of prepubescent Cash. Here is more Miles, and then this is the beginning of me making my OCM. She kind of exists as like a hologram sort of thing. She's a real person. Her job is like to be a hologram sometimes for Miles and Cash and probably other people in like the area, I guess. But oh my god, I'm talking for so long and I'm only 17 minutes. But she's based on a friend. All of these characters in this story are like pretty much based on friends, so me kind of figuring out her a little bit more. I really like the swirl, and then she and June are for sure gay. Like those two are lesbians. And then this was based on an interaction that I had with my friend who this character is based on. And then this is Miles with June, and it was because I was missing the friend that June is based on, and I said I want to draw us together in a way. And then more of them. I really like this sketch. I like the layering of highlighters, and I think that this doodle's funny. Here I was hanging out with a friend, and so we just did like a really scribbly, silly page. I love this spread. I don't know if this might, we'll see. This is of me, not me, Miles. I just really like the way his pants look here. I don't know, it's simple, but it brings me joy. I just like the looseness that sketch has. And both of these were from Pinterest references. This one of Miles just makes me really happy. And you can tell that I drew him with his hat on at first, and then I went, why are we naked but only wearing a hat? So I fixed it. But you can still see the ghost of it underneath it. I really like the stars. It just makes me very happy. And then this sketch of Cash. Let me at him. I need this man. This, I was thinking of like making them a band, and then I went, when would they have time to be in a band? But you know, it's fun to think about. Here is Miles. I love this drawing of him. I just think it's so pretty and good and fun. And then some Miles and Cash not being romantic at all. They don't even like each other. They low-key hate each other. Oh, I love this spread. Some Cash in his like superhero outfit. Again, I think I might tweak it. I like his shirt. I don't know, like I like it, but it doesn't suit the vibe that I need him to have. And then I like these of him. He's just so pretty. I love this man. Here is the funny thing about this spread is that I don't like it, but my roommate was like, oh, this page is just so beautiful. And I was like, I think it's so ugly, but I appreciate your support. Here, oh, I love this spread. I love this page. There's a lot of pages here that I really like, which is why I'm still touring this sketchbook despite not finishing it, because there's a lot of stuff that, again, really, really like. And then I gave up on it. Cash with his two different forms kind of like gazing at each other. Cash with some fun fits. And then my roommate, I made him a little like weird Sona guy, and then I drew my little Sona guy in Walter White because I am what I am. Here is some more June and M. Again, I'm gonna sound repetitive. Really like this spread. I really like this like two drawings of them. I think I might use maybe these as like their digital version, like whenever I make their final whatever. I don't know. But I really like this one of M. I just think she's really cutesy. They're very fun. I really like them a lot. My lovely ladies. Again, more of me not having a good time. I can like sense it in the pages. I like this doodle of me. I like this of June. This was me like thinking about concept stuff for Miles' story, which another version of him where he has really long braids, and you see that like a couple times, not like a lot in this sketchbook, but in my other one I draw it. This is Cash interacting with my friends OC Ray again, because what am I? And then this is Jesse Pinkman. I really like this sketch, and I like the background. I kind of tried to make it look like his scorpion tattoo, or like at least have a similar vibe to that, and I think it turned out really well. He is just a pretty man. He's fun to draw too. Generic doodles. I don't really have a whole lot to say about this other than I was trying to think of Miles's superhero design, and I was like, I'm not getting anywhere. This, me and my friend, he was playing Deltarune and I was watching him play Deltarune. I was doing these doodles while we were watching, and then he wrote this on my sketchbook. Here's one of my mini Diet Coke labels. Just kind of tried to make the spread have similar colors to that, and kind of tried to take this, for some reason, the soccer ball thing that they have going on. And I drew me saying I had a dream that I had a full sugar soda, and I was so sad because it did make me really sad. I don't like full sugar soda. Hey, say it with me now. Really like this spread. This was of June and Miles. Then these little like postcards here were like in the donation bin at my in like the arts area of my school, and I went, I'm taking these with me, and they had a little note that was like, please use these for like art. They're like, don't just like recycle them, like use them for art. This will be fun as like a texture element in my sketchbook spread, and I'll do colors that kind of go with it, and I think it turned out really fun. They're very cutesy. I really like it. And I got to see like that these were I went to like a print show, and I got to see that these were used for like little prints, so that's very fun. I think they just ended up having extra. Some critique notes from this stupid assignment that I did. Cash. Miles and Cash. This is when they were allowed to be gay. Miles interacting with my friends, OC, Zach, Miles, Cash, June, Her full name is Emily. We just call her M. This is when I was doing some left-handed doodling because, hey, my hand was starting to hurt. So I did these, and then I did this. This was like me planning something for my 3-dimensional art class, and it's funny that these sketches look absolutely nothing like what I did for the final. It's amusing. Some more like doodles of my little like furry guy. This is my to-do list that I didn't finish evidently, and then another Cash in an outfit I believe my roommate was wearing, and I said I need to draw Cash in this fit. This is the halfway page. I think I realized it after I started drawing on it, and I went, the halfway page is so ugly because I couldn't be fucked. Like I really just couldn't. And then I think the next day, like I was doing this delirious, and then the next day I came back and I did this. I really like this sketch of him. He just looks very nice here, and I need this man, both him and Cash. These are some doodles of my Sona. I remember I was not having a good time here. Jesse and Cash. I really like these of Cash. He brings me great joy. This, I don't even want to explain what this is. And then some Miles. Really, when I was flipping through the sketchbook just like for myself the other day, and I saw this and I was like, I have no recollection of that, but I really like just how distressed this little thing is. And then I think I accidentally stole my groceries and I felt really bad about it because I did like Apple Pay. And then it was like, it said it went through and I walked away, and then I checked my bank account and it never had anything go through there. And I was like, oh my God, I stole my groceries. I'm a felon. Here is some doodles of me. I remember again, not having a good time when I did these. And then this, I was thinking, so Em and June, they're both, all of these characters are like in an arts college, and they're in dance, and I think that they have like a little heated rivalry thing going on, but they're ballerinas because they need to make a girl version of heated rivalry. But I really like these drawings of them. I think they're cute. Here I was going to do more for this spread, but evidently I did not. I started watching The Pit and I drew Mel because she's my favorite character. I mean, it's not much of a competition. I think this was going to be Lovely Mr. Huckleberry Whitaker, and I just didn't finish it, but I really like these sketches of Mel, even though I didn't finish it. Here I just taped in sticky notes so you couldn't see me losing my shit. I mean, you can read parts of it, but not enough to get what was going on. And then this was me drawing my friend's OC, because I was planning for a bleach shirt that I was making him for his birthday, and I think maybe I have a photo of it. I might ask him for a photo of it. Looks great. And then this is Ray. Love her. Then this is some more left-handed doodling, and then I'll flip this around, more left-handed doodling, but this I looked up a 2020 drawing base and drew June and M on top of it, which skinified M, and I mean, June is already very skinny, but I think it's a fun, stupid drawing of them regardless. It makes me happy, even though every time I go through the sketchbook, I never bother to flip my sketchbook over, so it's only when I flip it over that I'm like, oh yeah, I like that. This was me hanging out with a friend, and we were doing the thing where draw shapes and then draw on top of them and make something out of it. Yeah. Left-handed drawing again. This is kind of all left-handed drawing for a hot second here. I really like this one. This was one of the worst days ever, and it will be very evident by the drawings. So this is more of that day, and then this is more of that day. I mean, I really like these pages because I think they look cool, but it's you can really just tell that there was something deeply wrong. More of that day. I don't know why I was drawing Jesus. More of that day was writing random lyrics. They weren't really related. Again, all of this is left-handed. That's why I look so scribbly. This was when I was drawing in the dark because I was I need to move around. And then, oh my God, there's so much I have to skip. See, that's nice. Then this was when a doodle of me and my friend, a little comic that I'm not putting in here. And then these were me drawing my friend. This is who this is who June is based on. And I was drawing her because, again, missed her. And then here's some June. You can see that they're very similar. They're kind of I feel the most similar in terms of appearance out of the characters I have. Yeah, you can really tell that this was around the time I was I'm not interested in filling the sketchbook anymore. I really like this spiral stuff. And this was like the first sketch I had to think of like my tattoo, which there she is. I'll put a better photo of it on screen, but that was like when I was first planning it. This was for a fashion assignment that I had where we had to base project design on someone else's like artwork. Was doing some sketches for like what we were thinking. Just some more doodles. I like that I didn't finish writing the word they want you. It's from the Navy song. Yeah, because of course I'm not immune. Again, just I feel like you can really feel the lack of motivation I had by how like scribbly these few pages were getting here. But yeah, I want to be done with this sketchbook. I was really over it. This is another sketch for that idea that we had. And then I also am pretty sure I'm art blocked. I think that this sketchbook was making me art blocked. More doodles. And then so from that 3D assignment I showed a little bit ago, I had extra paint left over that I kind of kept around, being like, well, I should keep that because what if I want to use that for something? And then I just was like, let me just try and make some spreads with what I have. Really like these are fun. And I think this was like the final thing that made me realize I needed to get out of this sketchbook, because this paper is not meant for really anything at all, especially not paint. But this is tempera. I really like this. Is a bright blue hair, and I just kind of did it like abstractly, and I just think it looks super sick. I'm really happy with that. This is like a beetle sort of thing. Really like this. I kind of kept it like loose, and I think that makes it extra cool. This I just did some checker print because I felt like it. This was like a lighting study, and then this was a little self-portrait where I did like a star, and then yeah, I like it. This is the last one. No, and then I did like some random shit on this page. Do you like how warped the paper is? As I'm gonna try and do some like doodles and some sketches. I really just didn't want to anymore. I was going to do a cool spread here, and then I struggled with it and I didn't like how it was going, and I said I'm not doing this anymore, and I wrote I'm not doing this anymore, which you can pause and read this. I don't really care. I think I just kind of wrote like I'm over the sketchbook, and I associate it with like such bad times, and the sketchbook itself is so shitty that I'm ready to be done with it. And it has so many pages that like I filled maybe like quite a bit over half. Like I don't know how many pages I had left, but and then I was like maybe I wrote on here being like maybe I'll do a couple more. This is the last spread. This is the last spread I did. I said I am over, quit, didn't even finish this sketch. Yeah, screw this sketchbook. Screw it. This is the sketchbook. It's Art Pop. I got it in a 2-pack. It's 108 sheets. So, like, yeah, no wonder it was taking me so long to fill it too. Don't get it. Don't get this sketchbook. I had a 2-pack, and I gave the other one to my friend who really likes sketchbooks that are of like really low quality. Like she really likes it because she's like, then I don't have to worry about the pages, and I like paper being really cheap and bleeding through. And I said, you know what? Fair enough. I just hated it. I had a horrible time. And that it makes me upset. But I'm in a new sketchbook. I'll give you a sweet glance at now since you have been so nice. This is my current sketchbook. I am having a lot more fun in this one. I'm definitely gonna actually finish it, and I'm almost done with it, so you can honestly expect a tour of this one a lot sooner, because that one I finished in April and I just haven't had time to record. But this is my current sketchbook. I'll show you what's a good page. What's a fun page to share with the class? I think I'll share this one. This is Miles and Cash again. And I have this Shrinky Dink paper that I put in that I have to like show his different like ways that his hair can be. So like this is kind of what he looks like in his 2.0, but when he dresses up his hair, he looks like this. But this is kind of like more of when he's just like gets to a more happier place. I think this is kind of what he tends to look like. I really like him. He's a good looking man. And then this is some Miles. I was trying to give them more like solid faces, to, like give them more structure. I'm very happy with it. I think that these are fun. I don't really like these sketches as much, but I like these a lot. So yeah, that is the end of that. So if you're looking forward to seeing this sketchbook, definitely stick around. If you want to follow me on or like keep up with any of my art, I'm very active on Instagram and TikTok, so you can follow me either of those places. If you want to see like the references I use, or like see Pinterest boards of my characters that like help me think of their designs and whatnot, so that you can maybe even draw them too, and it would be that cool, that's available in my Pinterest, so go check it out if you care, if you want. I had a lot of fun. I was gonna say I had a lot of fun with this sketchbook. I didn't. I'm having a lot of fun with this one, and I'm excited to show this one once it's done and ready to be shared. Yeah, so I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or night or evening or morning or breakfast or lunch or dinner, and I hope that the world is full of sunshine and rainbows and that you have fun drawing. Okay, bye. Love you.